From UHAS McGinley Stadium on the campus of Penn Hills High School. Tonight, it's the opening round of the WPIAL playoffs. A very pleasant good evening to you. Along with my broadcast partner, Adam Morgante, I am Bill Navari. Great to have you along. And for the second season in a row, Adam, the Latrobe Wildcats will visit Penn Hills in the first round of the WPIAL playoffs.
Yeah, last year for Latrobe, it didn't go well for them at all as Penn Hills defeated Penn Latrobe last year in the first round, 55-7. And also this year, Bill, these two teams met in the second week of the season as Penn Hills beat Latrobe in that matchup, 41-14. So Penn Hills over the past couple of games against Latrobe has had their number.
Before we get things too much underway, we have to make sure everybody knows that this game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. The broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the viewing audience. Any use, rebroadcast, or redistribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited. Teams, as you said, met earlier this season in week one. Indians were actually behind in that contest. The Latrobe Wildcats scored on the fourth play of the game, taking these early lead, but the Indians came back to pick it up. An interesting stat, the Latrobe Wildcats, I was stunned when I saw this for as long as they've been around, and I remember back in the old Foothills Conference in the 70s. This is only their 11th playoff appearance. They are 1-9 in the playoffs. Their only victory, 1968.
Yeah, that's their only Wpial championship, and they won that. They beat Kiski in that game. So it's a long time since Latrobe has won a playoff football game and looking to come into Penn Hills High School and knock off the big upset. A 14 seed over a 3 seed would be an upset for sure.
Absolutely. Latrobe's wins this year against Derry, Connellsville, Plum, Midwest High School, and Highlands. The Penn Hills Indians, the defending PIAA state champs at 5A, are 25-0 over the last 3 years against 5A opponents. 25-0 in 5A are the Penn Hills Indians. Indians, this is their 37th playoff appearance. They are 38-30-1 coming into tonight after going 6-0 in the playoffs last season. Indians' victories, they beat everybody this year. Their only loss, we'll just say, the opening week of the season against Pine Richland, the defending 6A champs. The Indians went into that contest after having graduated 25 seniors from the previous season. So not too surprising that a young group of kids in their first game against the defending 6A champs kind of got smacked around a little bit. But really, at 21-0, it really not as bad as what it seems. It was 14-0 2 minutes into the game. Pine Richland on their fourth play of the game threw a long pass on a fourth down, a bomb for a touchdown. Onside kick, threw another bomb, bam, bam, 2 touchdowns. From that point on, it was 7-0 Pine Richland the rest of the way. But Indians tonight, your keys to the game?
I think for Penn Hills, they need to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers because Latrobe, they had problems with them in their first game, and I think if Penn Hills gets the ball into their skill players such as receivers Grimes, Roach, Snell, and Pollard, I think Penn Hills will be successful on offense. And for Latrobe, I think the biggest key for them is to protect the ball. If they protect the ball and also limit the big play, like I said for Penn Hills, is to get the playmakers the ball. But if Latrobe can stop the big play and not turn the football over on offense, I think Latrobe could possibly make this an interesting game.
Jamar Howard, 1,000-yard rusher on the season for the Indians. They need to get him the ball. The Latrobe Wildcats tonight, on one hand, will have a new quarterback, and Bobby Fetter will be playing tonight as a result of injury.
Yeah, and Fetter, the senior, replacing the sophomore Crosby, so it is nice for Latrobe to have that veteran presence in there for starting its playoff game, even though Crosby was the starter in this last matchup against Penn Hills.
So the Indians won the toss. They have elected to receive. The Indians in the red jerseys, white pants. Latrobe decked out in the white, all white, black helmets, orange trim. As the road teams usually do. But we will get things underway here just momentarily. Joe Kulik, the official for tonight. They're talking with Coach Ladon before the game on the field. He's very happy to see that crew in there. This is the same crew that officiated the Penn Latrobe game back in week 1. And they did an excellent job. They are back to officiate the Penn Latrobe matchup for the second time this season. Indians will be moving right to left. And we are about to get underway. Kicking off for Latrobe, number 60, the 6'0", 225 defensive tackle, the junior John McHenry. Grimes and Pollard back. It's a short kickoff. And fortunately for the Indians, goes out of bounds. That was Dylan Bennett. Had a little trouble fielding the bouncy kick. Latrobe is almost able to jump on that at the 23-yard line, but it does go out of bounds. Fortunately for Penn Hills, and the Indian offense will start there. Indians are led by their quarterback, Eddie McKissick. Joining in the backfield, we see the Indians' 1,000-yard rusher. That's number 13, Jamar Howard. Twins to the left, twins to the right. 4 receiver set, no tight end for the Indians. And McKissick on the first play of the game will throw a launch. He went downfield, has a man, and the pass tipped away from Akeem Snell. Coming up to get a hand on it to avoid the big pass was Dakota Morrison, and it'll be a second down for the Penn Hills Indians. Indians going for broke on the first play, Adam.
Yeah, it looked like Snell did have a step on the defender on the play, but the ball from McKissick looked to be slightly underthrown, and Gustafson was able to make the play on that pass.
Indians go to the pistol. I expect we'll see Jamar Howard. That'll be McKissick on the quarterback draw. Fakes to Arlen Thompson. They'll get out to about the 29-yard line for a pickup of about 6. And the Indians will be looking at a third and, we'll call it pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Kissick throws, has a man. Pass too high, and it's picked off. Latrobe returned it inside the 30, down close to the 20-yard line was Dakota Morrison. And Latrobe will start at the Indian 21.
Intercepted by number 27, Dakota Morrison.
With 11:02 to go here in the first quarter.
Latrobe will begin their drive on the Penn Hills 21.
Fetter, the quarterback, will hand off. No, he will. Fakes for your Indian. It's almost picked off by the Indians. Dante Pollard almost had it. He was looking for Cameron Stevens.
Incomplete.
And the pass incomplete.
Intended for Cameron Stevens.
Morrison comes in motion, but Latrobe keeps it on the ground inside the 15, down inside the 10. That'll be a first down at the 9-yard line.
26,
That was Dylan Gustafson.
Play results and a Latrobe first down.
And that'll be first and goal for the Wildcats. Gustafson again, left side. Indians are there. They'll be held for a loss of 1. Indians doing a nice job of stacking up at Gustafson. And big number 51, Darrell Porter on the tackle for the Big Red. Wow, what a turn of events here, Adam.
Yeah, interception has Latrobe in great position to get the first points in this ball game after Latrobe. I mean, you said Penn Hills was down in this game, but now Latrobe looking to get off to a good start so far in this game.
Fetter swing pass right side. Gustafson has some blockers in front, and we'll get down to about the 6-yard line. We'll pick up about 4.
Fetter pass complete to Gustafson.
And it'll be 3rd down and goal for the Wildcats from the 6-yard line.
Third down.
Trips to the left for the Wildcats. Fetter throws. Had a couple of guys out there. And Cameron Stevens just didn't see it coming. I think if Cameron Stevens got his eye on the football, I think it was a touchdown for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it looked like he was running towards the front pylon, looked like maybe an out route, but Fetter threw it more kind of towards the corner a little bit, so maybe a little miscommunication between the quarterback and receiver.
So now the Wildcats will try a 23-yard field goal. It's John McHenry gets the kick up, and the kick is good.
And the field goal by John McHenry is good.
Points coming with 9:04 to go here in the first quarter.
You'd have to still consider that a win for the Penn Hills defense because Latrobe got the ball to start at Penn Hills' 21-yard line after the McKissick interception, and the Penn Hills defense was able to bend and not break and only give up the field goal 3-0.
Exactly right. I mean, it's Latrobe gets in the end zone there. I mean, that's a lot of momentum going the Wildcats' way. Again, fortunately for Penn Hills. Actually, good job for Penn Hills. They held Latrobe just to the field goal.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
As I mentioned earlier, when the Indians and Wildcats played in Week 1, Latrobe led in that one early. McHenry to kick off for the second time in this game. And it's another squibber. Bounce picked up at the 26-yard line. Keem Snell looking for somewhere to go. Or is that Noel Roach? No, it was Snell.
Keem Snell on the return.
And he loses a couple on the return. Gets to the 29-yard line.
Brought down by number 38, Mitch Tryon. Penn Hills takes over on their 29-yard line.
You know what's interesting? That opening drive for the Indians. I mean, they threw the interception on the third play, but we didn't see any of Jamar Howard. Arlen Thompson.
Arlen Thompson on the carry.
Gets 5 out to the 34-yard line. And the Indians quickly to the line. That's Howard deep in the pistol. It'll be Thompson again. Thompson sidestepped the initial contact, and we'll get close to the first down. We'll see where they spot him. If he does not get the first down, he's going to be very close.
So it'll be like 3rd and inches.
So officially a pickup of 4. And it'll be Howard sidesteps some tackles, gets the first down. Across the 45 to the 46-yard line. 8 yards for Howard on his first carry.
Front
And the Indians get their first down of the night. And once again, the Indians quickly to the line. Howard again coming this way. Gets a nice block from Grimes to release him to the outside. Howard in Latrobe territory, forced out of bounds at the 46-yard line by Cameron Stevens. That's a pickup of another 9 for Howard. 2 carries, 17 yards. Or actually, it's going to be 8 yards on the carry. 2 for 16. And the Indians are going to be tagged for a false start.
Flag on the field. Illegal procedure. Penn Hills.
That was quick. I didn't even see him get set. McKissick's going to throw. Launch, he went downfield. Oh, excuse me, keeps it short. Grimes goes up, gets it. Tiptoes his way out of bounds. Reception at the 40-yard line. That's 9 yards.
That play results.
That's another first down for Penn Hills. Clock stops, 7:35. On Grimes going out of bounds to go here in the first period. 3-0 Latrobe. McKissick with Howard to his left. 3 receivers set this way, and he'll swing pass this way to Grimes. It's too high.
McKissick pass incomplete. Intended for Grimes.
They try to get that pass out there to Grimes with 2 receivers in front of him as blockers.
Yeah, but McKissick just threw that out of the reach of Grimes' hands, way too high for him to even come close to catching the pass. But fortunately, that was only first down and second down now for the Indians.
Kissick tossed this way, dropped by Howard, picks it up, breaks a tackle in the backfield, and Howard across the 40. Side steps across the 35 to 30. Howard down close to the 25-yard line, and a late penalty flag comes in. Howard would get to the 26. An impressive 14 yards for Jamar Howard. That'll be a first down. We'll check the flags. Ordinarily, that's usually a face mask. And the officials will discuss. Penn Hills looks like they're walking backwards. What?
Personal foul. Penn Hills.
Well, it remains first down, but the personal foul marks him back to the 39-yard line. Give me the 41-yard line. That would happen. I thought Howard was the only one in there amongst the sea of white.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
But again, it is still first down. There's Howard. Howard across the 30. Back to the 26-yard line where they were. So Howard gets the 15 yards right back.
And Latrobe really so far early on hasn't shown an answer for Howard in this Penn Hills rushing attack.
Now the key is, will Penn Hills keep going to Howard? McKissick throws towards the end zone. Noel Roach. Noel Roach comes up with a touchdown, Penn Hills.
McKissick to Roach for a Penn Hills touchdown!
Touchdown coming with 6:22 to go. Jonas Silverman will try the point after. Good snap, good hold, good kick, up and through. Penn Hill 7, Latrobe 3. You were watching the WPIAL playoffs on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Great answer there from Penn Hills after McKissick threw an interception on Penn Hills' opening drive. Then the Penn Hills defense only holding Latrobe to 3 points. And really, I mean, you didn't really see in the very beginning of the drive, but Howard was really the best part of that Penn Hills drive, how he was able to run the ball. Even though that penalty got called back, he fumbled it, then he picked it up, but he was able to run 14 yards when he could have been tackled for a big loss. But then the very next play, he gets that yardage right back, and then Penn Hills scores a touchdown on the next play. So great job by Penn Hills to respond after going down early in the first quarter.
Nine plays, 71 yards for the Indians. Silverman will kick off. Picked up at the 23-yard line. And Latrobe with a nice return out across the 40. Carrying Indians to the 43-yard line was Logan Gustafson. Got a pair of Gustafsons.
On the return. Correction, Kyle Brewer. Brought down by number 17, Justin Posey. Latrobe begins their drive on their own 43-yard line.
Fetter's the quarterback. The motion is Morrison. He'll get it to football, and the Indians will drop him for a loss of a yard. Daryl Porter
Number 27, Dakota Morrison on the carry.
with the tackle for the loss.
Tackled by Derek Chopek. Assisted by Donovan Carpenter.
The reverse this way. Latrobe across the 43, 44, maybe the 45-yard line. Cameron Stevens.
Cameron Stevens on the carry. Brought down by Dylan.
It'll be a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Latrobe Wildcats. Dylan Bennett on the tackle for the Indians. False start against the Wildcats. So now Fetter will be looking at a 3rd and 13. Latrobe does not want to be in a position where they have to throw the football.
No. Yeah, they really ran the ball on their first drive, but when you get in 3rd and long situations, you would think that Fetter's going to put this ball in the air.
Morrison will go in motion. Fetter wants to set up the screen and does. Gets the pass up, and the Indians are right there waiting. Back to the pass to Tucker Knupp is going to lose a yard.
Better pass. Complete to number 6, Tucker Knupp. Brought down by Derek Chopek.
So it'll be 4th and 14, and Latrobe's going to have to punt.
Assisted by Jamie Tigner.
And Dylan Gustafson, the punter, looked like he wanted to call timeout. The officials didn't give it to him, and now Latrobe gets their personnel set. Nice snap. Gustafson gets the kick away. Coming up with it is Tony Grimes across the 40. Tries to get to the outside, across the 50-yard line, up the sideline and pushed out of bounds.
Tony Grimes.
Dylan Gustafson pushes him out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And Penn Hills will have nice starting field position on the Latrobe side of the 50-yard line.
Penn Hills begins their drive at the Latrobe 43-yard line.
Anytime you get the ball into the hands of touchdown Tony Grimes, he is a threat. Grimes, jet sweep this way.
Flag on
Well,
the
it's a
field.
penalty flag. Did the Indians use too much time? No, it's a false start.
Illegal procedure. Penn Hills.
Howard gets the penalty yards back.
R. Howard on the carry. Tackled by number 6, Tucker. No.
And there's an injured Indian on the field. Is that Howard slow to get up? I believe it is. That'd be huge for the Indians. It is Jamar Howard. 3:22 to go here in the first quarter. Penn Hills 7, Latrobe 3. You're watching the WPIL playoffs on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and that is Howard. And that's just been a cramp. He gets up and starts running off the field. Either that or somebody rolled on the ankle.
Yeah, he looks like he'll be okay, though. Again, on Penn Hills' first scoring drive, he was really their best player on that drive, running the ball with efficiency, and that'd be a big loss for Penn Hills if he's out for a significant amount of time.
Just 5 carries for 50 yards. You don't need an abacus to figure out that average.
Nope.
Akeem Snell toss this way. Snell looking for some blockers. Spins ahead back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Alton.
No gain.
And number 35, Luke Zilka.
McKissick on third down. His hand is hit as he threw the football. It should be an incomplete pass.
McKissick pass, incomplete.
That'll bring up a 4th and 10. More than a cramp for Howard. They took off his shoe, they're taking off his sock. Dr. Bob Crossy standing there with a watchful eye on the orthopedic for the Indians. And a 1983 Penn Hills High School graduate.
It's a Wildcat. Oh, never mind.
The Indians will delay a game.
Delay of game. Penn Hills.
Guess it gets the kick away. Fair catch called for and made on the near side. by Stevens.
Fair catch of the McKissick punt. Latrobe begins their drive.
Latrobe will start at their own 24-yard line. Now they're taping up Howard, and looks like he may get back in. Dr. Crossy gives the okie dokie. Gustafson hit in backfield and tossed to the turf. Donovan Carpenter with the tackle for loss. It's a loss of 4 for Gustafson. And it'll be 2nd down and 14.
Latrobe with a lot of misdirection formations, a lot of jet sweep formations, a lot of handoffs on the jet sweep, but so far Penn Hills has done a great job in really limiting a lot of yardage on those jet sweep plays, or any other trick plays for that matter.
Better's going to throw. Swing pass left side, too high for Gustafson.
Better pass, incomplete, intended for Gustafson. Third down.
Clock stops, 1:23 to go here in quarter number 1. Fetter, sprint roll to his left, throws downfield. Was trying to get the ball to Dakota Morrison, but the pass too high, and it'll bring up a 4th down for the Wildcats. Gustafson's punt high, short. Grimes tells everybody to get away from it. Grimes falls on it. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there, but falls on it at the 48-yard line. That means we'll take over with 1:09 to go here in the first quarter.
By Tony Grimes. Penn Hills takes over at the Latrobe 47-yard line.
On the last possession, the Indians started at the Latrobe 43 and weren't able to do anything.
Yeah, and Howard, he got hurt on the first play of that drive. It looks like he's going to remain on the sidelines.
Yeah, they're still taping him up down there. Arlen Thompson behind McKissick, and it's going to be the jet sweep to Grimes this way. And Grimes could not outrun Peyton Repchak.
Tony Grimes, tackled by number 54.
A loss of 3.
Repchak.
Three receivers this way. Dante Pollard will go in motion to the right. That's going to be Arlen Thompson right up the middle with some blockers in front. Thompson inside to 30 down to the 25-yard line. Thompson thunders his way ahead for 26 yards, an Indian first down. On a down where you really expected the Indians to possibly throw the football, they go with the sprint draw to Thompson, who picks up 26 and a first down for Penn Hills at the Latrobe 24-yard line. Seconds winding down here in the opening quarter. If the Indians let the clock wind down or they get the playoff. And they don't. The quarter will expire. After one period of play, the score, Penn Hill 7, Latrobe 3. You are watching the WPIAL playoffs on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
After one quarter, Penn Hill 7, Latrobe 3.
Freedom and Charleroi, though, tied at 14. Tigers are up 21-0. The North Allegheny Tigers.
McKissick to Pollard for
And Dante Pollard into the end zone for the Penn Hills Indian touchdown. McKissick finds Pollard in the end zone. Hit him at the 5, rumbled right in from there. Silverman to try the point after.
extra point by Silverman.
The kick is good. 11:55 to go, first half. Penn Hills 14, Latrobe 3 on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Yeah, and Thompson, that was the key play with that long run on that second and long on that drive from Penn Hills. The Latrobe defense probably thought that they were going to pass on that play, but Penn Hills caught them by surprise and ran the ball with Thompson. He ran up the middle, inside the 30 to the 24-yard line, and then McKissick and Pollard were able to finish that drive out from there. So great job of mixing things up from Penn Hills and maybe calling plays that Latrobe wouldn't expect them to call in that situation that they were in.
Latrobe from the 7-yard line, Nate Stemrick. And the ball's picked up, and the officials haven't wrote it dead. What are they going to say here? They're going to say Stemrick fumbled, and the Indians have it at the 9-yard line.
Latrobe fumble recovered by number 81, Dimitri. Boom!
Indians now with an opportunity to break this one open, Adam. Grimes comes in motion this way. Thompson alone set back, and it'll be Thompson, and the Indians lose the football. And Latrobe says they have it. Well, McKissick says he hasn't, so.
Yeah, there was a mis-exchange on that play. It looked like it was an option play where McKissick, he looked up as he was giving the ball to Thompson and just didn't have his eye on the ball, and there was just a mis-exchange, but fortunate for McKissick to recover his own fumble.
Pollard and Snell to the left. Grimes and Roach to the near side. Thompson lone set back, and they're going to throw left to Pollard. Gets it at the 10, 5, touchdown. Nobody was near him. Pollard from 12 yards out, his second touchdown. In just a little over a minute. And the Indians are breaking this one open. Indians 2 touchdowns in a minute and 2 seconds. Silverman's kick goes up and through like butter. 10:53 to go, first half. Penn Hills 21, Latrobe 3. You're watching the WPIL playoffs on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Yeah, and a big difference in when Penn Hills, when Morrison got the interceptions for Latrobe on Penn Hills' first drive, Latrobe finished that drive with a field goal. And Latrobe turned the ball over on the kickoff here, and Penn Hills recovered the ball at the Latrobe 9-yard line, and they were able to capitalize that with a touchdown instead of a field goal. I think a key part to a game of football is how teams are able to execute on offense right after their defense forces a turnover, getting touchdowns instead of field goals, and that's what Penn Hills did instead of what Latrobe did early on in this game.
Silverman's kick bounces at 25, picked up at the 8-yard line. Gustafson with a hole and gets across to 30. And down at the 33-yard line.
Gustafson on the return. Tackled by number 19, Dallas Harper.
This Penn Hills defense has been stingy all night long, and they've come into this game only allowing 11.6 points per game, which is second in 5A, only behind Peters Township.
Better pass complete to Cameron Stevens.
Stevens takes the pass on the right side, but it's for no gain. That'll be second down and 10. Gustafson runs into Darrell Porter for no gain.
Gustafson brought down in the backfield by Darrell.
And it'll be second down and 10. Clock rolling under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Penn Hills 21, Latrobe 3. Latrobe led in this one, 3-0. Latrobe with the pass, first down this way. It's Tucker Knupp.
Pass complete to Tucker Knupp.
They pick up 12 and a first down. Much needed first down for the Wildcats.
First down.
Yeah, I believe this is their first touchdown since, or their first down since their opening drive of the game.
Second play of the game, and they picked up 12 yards on a Gustafson run. It'll be Gustafson. Grimes, the first one to make contact. And then Cameron Hopkins to finish him off. Picks up one.
Run down by Cam Hopkins.
They fake the reverse, and Feder will be sacked by Tony Grimes. Back at the 40-yard line. Tegner also on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and 15. And Penn Hill's defense is starting to tee off now, Adam.
Yeah, as I mentioned early on, they've only allowed 11.6 points per game, and they have forced Latrobe in a lot of 3rd and long situations already once in this drive where Latrobe was able to convert, but you saw early on in this game as well that they were able to force Latrobe to a 3rd and long situation like they have now.
Feder from the shotgun on a 3rd and 15. Fakes a draw. Sets up Gustafson underneath for the screen, and Gustafson breaks the initial contain. Inside the 40, the 30 up the sideline. Has one man chasing him and goes down inside the 10 on a 1st and goal for the Wildcats. Noel Roach with the touchdown-saving tackle. 45 yards on a screen. And now the Wildcats in business at the 5.
Yeah, and some missed tackles here on this play as Gustafson was able to almost take to the distance, but a great tackle on the play, saving a touchdown from Penn Hills.
Yeah, Noel Roach showed his speed there, catching up to Gustafson. And now the Wildcats will call a timeout. 6:59 to go, first half. Penn Hills 21, Wildcats 3, but Latrobe is knocking on the door on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Yeah, and if Latrobe is able to score a touchdown on this drive, this kind of puts them back into the game. Instead of an 18-point deficit, if they score and get the extra point, it would be an 11-point deficit for Latrobe. So this is a big sequence of plays here for Latrobe from the 5-yard line.
Latrobe on 1st and goal. And Gustafson stacked up at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Brought down by
Jawan Brown and Donovan Carpenter.
And Donovan Carpenter.
On the play, it'll be 2nd down and goal. He'll lose a yard back to the 6. And Joe Strauss is in the house. Feder, play action, throws underneath. And maybe a yard to Nupp.
Better pass, complete to Nupp. Brought down by Cam Hopkins. 3rd down.
Cam Hopkins on the tackle. Maybe a yard for Nupp on the reception. Indian defenses inspired. They gave up the big play on the screen. Maybe playing a little too aggressively. Morrison this way inside the 5. Down to the 4 for another yard.
Dakota Morrison on the carry.
Now it's 4th and goal. You're down 21-3 in the first half. What do? You go for the field goal?
No, I'd go for it.
You got to go for. I think you got to go for 6 here.
Yeah, field goal makes it 21-6, and I mean it makes it a 2-possession game, but a touchdown here is I think that's really what Latrobe needs, and that is exactly what they're going for here on 4th and goal.
Oh my! They looked like they had that one set up beautifully. Tucker Nupp was going to throw back to Feder. but a little moisture on the turf, and he falls down at the 11-yard line, a 7-yard loss.
Penn Hills takes over on down.
Saw Fetter hand off to Nupp, and then Fetter was going to go off for the reception, but Nupp slipped and fell, and Latrobe turns the ball over on downs with 4:55 to go here in the half. Almost kind of feel bad for the Wildcats on that one.
Yeah, you really couldn't come up with a better play design on 4th and goal. Nupp had Fetter, as you said, but he just slipped. Very unfortunate for him.
McKissick keeps it himself, breaks one tackle, does not break tackles 4, 5, 6, and 7.
McKissick on the keeper. Tackle by number 6.
He's going to lose about 6 yards.
Yep.
See Jamar Howard still on the sideline for the Indians. McKissick throws down the sideline, has Grimes. And the penalty flag comes in. Pass was underthrown. Grimes tried to stop to go up for it, and Latrobe just ran through him. Now, here's an interesting thing. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and I don't think it's going to be enough for the first down.
Yeah, because there's no such thing as an automatic first down for a penalty like this. And really, McKissick did underthrow that ball, but it kind of helped the penalty because Grimes had to reach back for the ball. And I think if McKissick kind of leads Grimes more in stride, he wouldn't have to reach back and force the pass interference call. So really, it worked out that the pass was underthrown.
Well, it looks like it was enough yards for a first down.
Flag on the field. Illegal procedure. Penn Hills.
I guess McKissick only lost 5 on the play and on the first down instead of 6. McKissick launches one. Again, underthrows Grimes. Pass incomplete.
That looked like the same exact play that they got the pass interference penalty on, but and again, McKissick underthrew that ball, maybe trying to force a penalty again, but to no avail as it's 2nd and 15 now for Penn Hills.
Play clock is under 5. And the Indians will use a timeout. 4:06 to go here. First half, Penn Hills 21, Latrobe 3 on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, at halftime, on a cold night like this, Nachos Grande is something you might be looking for. And that and all your Penn Hills fried items and Nachos Regular are available at the Booster booth.
Second and long for the Indians following the timeout. McKissick almost picked off, underthrows Pollard.
McKissick pass, incomplete.
That brings up a third down.
Intended for
score update from Class 5A. The winner of this Penn Hills Latrobe game will go on to face the winner of the Baldwin McKeesport game, and Baldwin has just taken a 14-0 lead over McKeesport, and that is McKeesport, the 6th seed, going against Baldwin, the 11th seed.
A lot of people have called Baldwin as that is one of the upset games in the first round. A lot of people have picked Baldwin in that game. Kissick throws underneath this way to Roach. Goes down at the 20-yard line. So it's 2 yards.
To Roach.
That brings up a 4th and 13, and the punting unit comes on for the Indians. Clock will continue to run. Approaching 3.5 to go here in the first half. The kick is blocked, and it will go out of bounds at the 17-yard line.
McKissick punt is blocked.
And what a break for Latrobe.
Begins their drive on the Penn Hills 17-yard line.
They get the ball back in the red zone.
Yeah, but once Latrobe has gotten the ball inside the 20, the Penn Hills defense has stiffened, and only a field goal and a turnover on downs.
That was Peyton Repchak with the block of the punt. Gustafson will lose a yard.
The backfield by Jamie Tigner.
I mean, Latrobe's getting their opportunities. They just haven't been able to do anything with them yet.
Yeah, the Penn Hills defense has just been absolute stout tonight. They've really only given up that one big play on that screen pass from Gustafson, but other than that, they've played a really great game.
Fetter with Grimes in pursuit, throws right side, and the pass is almost picked off.
Better pass, incomplete, broken up by
He
Pollard.
threw behind Nate Stemerick, and almost coming up, it was Dante Pollard.
Pass intended for
Brings up a
Stemerick.
3rd and 11 for Latrobe. The clock will stop with 2:27 to go here in the second quarter. Now, here's the thing. If Latrobe's able to get in the end zone here and score before the half expires, Latrobe does get the ball to start half number 2, so there's an opportunity for the Wildcats to get right back in it here. They fake the reverse. Fatter, quarterback keeper. Down to about the 12-yard line for 7. That brings up a 4th down.
4th down.
You keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, looks like they're going to.
I'm almost inclined to take the 3. Knopp goes in motion to the right. Fetter rolls that way. Throws towards Knopp. Too high. Pollard runs into him. Nothing called.
Better pass, incomplete, intended for Stevens. Penn Hills takes over on down.
So the Indians will take over on downs with 2:16 to go in the half at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, the Penn Hills defense so far just flexing its muscles for the Latrobe offense. The Latrobe offense, no matter what field position they're at, just hasn't been able to really get anything going outside of that field goal.
This pass was intended to Cameron Stevens. Wasn't intended for, that was Tucker Knopp. It was Cameron Stevens. McKissick, quarterback draw.
McKissick on
to the 17.
Tackle by Nunk.
So McKissick will pick up 5, and the Indians with a second down and 5. The clock growing under 2 minutes to go. McKissick pumps, throws. Caught at the 32-yard line. Pollard coming to the near side and gets behind the defense with one man to beat it, has a blocker. Pollard, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Penn Hills Indians, 83 yards. Dante Pollard with the hat trick. And the Indians extend their lead right before the half.
Yeah, Pollard had to climb the ladder and catch that as he made a few people miss, got a great block from Grimes, and he was able to walk into the end zone. So great play by Pollard to score his 3rd touchdown of the evening.
Flag on the field.
Penalty flag comes in. Legal substitution against the Wildcats. So they had 12 men on the field at the time.
Illegal substitution. Latrobe.
It's 1:32 remaining in the half. The score right now 27-3. Indians will move it a little bit close. I don't know. Can you take it on the kickoff? Joe to Silverman. High snap. Grimes does a nice job to get it down. Silverman gets the kick up and
The
through.
extra point by Silverman is good.
Score now, Penn Hills 28, Latrobe 3. You're watching the WPIAL playoffs here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Well, I think you saw my keys to the game kind of happen in that one play, and I said that Latrobe has to limit the big play for Penn Hills' offense, and then Penn Hills, I said early on in the pregame show that they need to get the ball into one of their playmakers, and Penn Hills did exactly that, getting into Pollard for his 3rd touchdown, and Latrobe absolutely did not stop the big play. They're leading to a touchdown. That's really – there haven't been many big plays by Penn Hills, but that was a big one, obviously important in this game.
It was funny. I was just about to mention to you, as far as Penn Hills with the ball and a clock under 2 minutes, is – do they start to try to, as I said, are they going to work on just going into the half? Or are they going to go for points here? And I was about to say, well, they're not going to go for points unless they can get a big play to get the ball downfield a ways. And then the following play was Pollard, who did a nice job to go up and get the ball. Then you had a couple of Latrobe Wildcats. One took out the other one downfield. And nice downfield block by Grimes. Again, Dante Pollard with the hat trick, 3 touchdowns tonight.
Gustafson on the return. Brought down by Sakai Featherstone.
Again, Latrobe does get the ball to start half number 2, but right now they're down 25.
Personal foul. Penn Hills.
Latrobe will now start out at the 40-yard line. Again, they have the new quarterback in this week, Bobby Fetter, who's in for the injured Brandon Crosby. Fetter's a sophomore. Gustafson tries to get to the outside and cannot. Derek Topek got a paw in.
Gustafson on the carry.
They bring him down for no gain.
Derek Topek.
Fetter rolls this way, tries to get to the outside, throws downfield, and a pass picked off. Akeem Snell with some blockers in front of him. Akeem Snell up the sideline, and Penn Hills for another touchdown.
Better pass. intercepted by Akeem.
No, we got a penalty flag back here.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Snell picked it off at the Penn Hills 49-yard line. It would have been a 51-yard return.
Sideline warning. Touchdown's good.
Oh, the touchdown is good. 51-yard interception for Snell. And Penn Hills now up 34-3.
Sideline warning. Penn Hills.
Throwing into the end zone. The point is good.
Grimes to Snell for the Penn Hills 2-point conversion. Scores now Penn Hills.
It's a high snap.
Latrobe 3.
Grimes decided to shoot the fire, and with 52 seconds to go, it's now Penn Hills 36.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Latrobe
Xfinity
3.
Internet delivers the fastest speeds in Pittsburgh. Learn more at Xfinity.com.
Grimes was not able to get the ball down.
Stream even more on all your
And gets it into the end zone, a 2-point conversion to Snell, who had the 51-yard interception return.
Yeah, and great job by Snell on that 2-point conversion to be aware to maybe make a play on the fly and go in the end zone to receive that pass after he realized that the hold from Grimes wasn't that good. So great improvising there by the special teams unit of Penn Hills.
So now Silverman, who just kicked off moments ago, will kick off again. We'll roll this one down to the 12-yard line. Stevens across the 25. And we'll get out to the 30-yard line.
Cameron Stevens on the return.
Latrobe now 46 seconds.
Brought down by number 23.
What do you do for Latrobe? You can try to go. You have to try to go for something, I would think.
Yeah, with 2 timeouts left in 46 seconds, down 33, you get the ball to start the second half. I would think maybe what happened last drive, they maybe go a little conservative, less than a minute left, and they get the ball the second half, but we'll see what happens here.
And Gustafson gets smacked back at the 26-yard line.
Gustafson brought down in the backfield by number 9, Donovan Carpenter. Flag on the play. Personal foul. Penn Hills.
Called one on Donovan. I'm not sure why they called a personal foul there. It was looked on the replay.
I think it was a hit to the helmet.
Well, it was the toss was low. He ducked down to get the ball, and Carpenter ran right into him. I'm not even sure if it was a headshot. Once again, the Latrobe Wildcats will be brought down for about a 6-yard loss.
Dakota Morrison on the carry. Brought down by Darrell Porter.
Darrell Porter's been everywhere tonight for the Indians on defense. They just, Latrobe just have not been able to get anything running. See if they run another play here. There's clock winding under 10 seconds. Latrobe's hurrying to the line. I think as if they are going to. And they will. High snap.
A.J. Rock on the carry.
And Rock gets his first carry of the night.
Brought down by Jamie Tickner.
For no gain. Not sure why you would run something like that and on the last play at half.
Yeah.
Just let the half expire. But anyway, one half of play is in the books. Score at halftime, Penn Hills 36. Latrobe 3. Second half action coming your way shortly. But first, enjoy the Penn Hills and Greater Latrobe marching bands.
Greater Latrobe Wildcats marching band. This year's halftime show is entitled Lands of Adventure. Our captains this year, flute captain Reese Ramsey, clarinet captain Madison George, saxophone mellow captain Angela Nolan, trumpet captain Christopher Cox, low brass captain Tyler Simonovich, drumline captain Nikki Fritz and Nicole Condren, color guard captain Renee Myers, Morgan Chen, and Anna Dolan. Soloists this year include Christopher Cox and Reese McCracken. The band this year is led by drum majors Sarah Dell and Noah Schaefer. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Greater Latrobe hit number 1 on the charts. The band is under the direction of drum majors Abby Upshine and Ben Davidson. Is your band ready? And it looks like they are. So now it's time to clap along as the band and our future baton twirler Sarah Gamsa lay down on a bit of roses and shoot for the heart if we give love a bad name. Song, which number 7 on the charts in 1987. It's on the theme song to Discovery Channel's Silly Sketch TV show. Featuring our visual ensemble and sextet by David Van Owen Templer, Amy Berkovich, Madison Chitapur, Ray Giles, and Ethan Eisel. Here is Wanted, Twitter and Live.
That's my dog. She's a yellow lab. She was so excited when I came home from college today. Oh yeah. They're so friendly. They're such gentle giants. So playful. When my dog was like a puppy, we had a stray cat on our back porch. My mom brought it into the house on the basement. We brought our dog down there. And like, it was like my dog was kind of like scared of the cat. Like, he was like being really playful to the cat. Like, it wasn't being intimidated. It wasn't intimidating the cat at all. All right. They're loosening up.
Let's make some noise. Let's get it for the Big Red Marching Band. The band is led by Tiffany Stensky, Assistant Directors of Laura Fitzroy, David Stabates, Visual Ensemble Instructor is Sylvia Milanowski, and with the band instructor is Dana Perlich. Percussion instructor is Dave Kirby. Visual Ensemble Captains are Rihanna Wpial and Stephanie Kapanda. This is the voice of the band, Eric Phillips, and thank you so much for your attention and support this evening. I want to give a shout out to the Latrobe Marching Band for coming down and performing, and good luck in the rest of your season.
He was our man played Ginny. That kid was the last fight I broke up with. That kid, Brady was the last kid I He was the last fight I broke up in high school.
Yeah, throughout my life, I think I've gone only a couple months without having a dog. Just always have
We have a special programming note. Make sure you turn your TVs to WPXI on Saturday, November 30th at 9 o'clock a.m. for their annual holiday parade. As your very own Big Red Band will be marching in it and making their debut in the parade.
I doubt they'll do much with it. Oh yeah, I hope so.
When's the last fight you broke up, Todd? It wasn't today. Oh, you're there. Can you want to get back up?
Yes, please.
Very protective. Like when I played soccer in high school, I would run in the summer 3 days a week like my road, and there was one house where there was always be a German Shepherd outside, and like to protect its own territory, like it wasn't trying to bite me, but when I was running past their house, it would like come out and like jump me. Yeah, very protective.
It wasn't funny.
That was funny.
I go to Waynesburg. I'm a junior. How big is the school? Oh, tuition? It's like $33,000, but I'd probably pay half that. And I think I'm getting even more. I'm getting more scholarship money since my brother's in college now. Yeah, I'm guessing you know who Lanny Fateri is. Voice of the Pirates for 33 years. He's I go there for sports broadcasting. He's a sports broadcasting professor there.
You teach here?
Yeah.
Not this year, but another year.
WPIAL score update. Third quarter, Gateway 14, Shaler 14. Another score.
What's that?
Baldwin
Yeah.
14, McKeesport 0.
Second half action about to get underway. With the score, Penn Hills 36, Latrobe 3. Indians go up by 35 or more. We'll have a running clock in the second half. Ball bounces at the 12-yard line. And Latrobe will return it out to about the 19.
Cameron Stevens on the return for Latrobe.
Monte Pollard with 3 touchdown receptions in the first half. Keem Snell, a 51-yard interception return. And some stats, Adam Morgante.
Yeah, Eddie McKissick, he is 6 for 12 with 158 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Again, 3 of those touchdown passes coming to Pollard, and the other one coming to Roach. And Feder is so far 6 of 13 with 71 yards with 1 interception.
Rock to the 20.
And for rushing, Jamar Howard leads the rushing attack for Penn Hills. He has 5 carries for 47 yards. And Arlen Thompson, who filled in for Howard when he got hurt, has 3 attempts for 36 yards in rushing for Latrobe. Cameron Stevens has 1 attempt for 3 yards. Bobby Feder has 2 attempts for 7 yards. And Dylan Gustafson has 9 attempts for 13 yards. So only 24 yards on 17 carries rushing for Latrobe. So great job stopping the run for Penn Hills.
Rock again coming this way across the 20-yard line. And it goes down at the 24.
Rock on the carry.
And we've mentioned twice already that Dante Pollard has 3 touchdowns in the first half, and those are his only receptions or touchdowns. So you can't ask for better efficiency from Dante Pollard than what he's produced so far in the first half of this game.
Third down.
And Dylan Gustafson leads the receiving for Latrobe with 59 yards on 2 catches.
Feder rolls right, throws underneath, pass complete Trying to stretch for the first down, but not far enough as Cameron Stevens.
Better pass complete to Stevens. Brought down by Dante.
And then team stats, Penn Hills has 11 first down compared to Latrobe's 4. And Latrobe, now this is counting sacks, they have negative 21 yards rushing to Penn Hills' 86. Yards passing, Penn Hills has 158, and Latrobe has 71 passing yards. In total yards, Penn Hills 244, Latrobe 50.
Low snap, Latrobe gets the kick away. We'll take a bounce. Picked up by Grimes at the 44-yard line, coming this way. Up the sideline, dragged down from behind, still on his feet. And we'll go down in Latrobe territory at the 41-yard line. Penn Hills will take over with 9:49 to go here in the third quarter. Again, if you're a scoreboard watching it all, for those of you watching live, Penn Hills plays the winner of McKeesport Baldwin, and Baldwin is up 14-0. The Penn Hills got the number 3 seed, the number 2 seed, the other big team on our side of the bracket. The Gateway Gators are playing Shaler tonight. Third quarter, that's tied at 14. Topek slithers his way to the 39-yard line for a gain of 1.
Yeah, and Gateway was the so-called favorite probably last year in 5A when they were the 1 seed, but then West Allegheny upset them last year, and Gateway's on upset alert already, but in the first round so far.
Thompson straight up the middle inside the 35, down to the 31-yard line. Picks up 8. He'll be short of the first down by about a yard.
Tackle by Logan Gustafson.
And Latrobe jumps off sides.
Yep.
And that gives the Indians first down.
Looked like the corner on the play for Latrobe was showing blitz, but he jumped the gun too early there, giving Penn Hills a free 5 yards.
It'll be Thompson to the 22
Thompson on the carry.
for about 5.
Tackle by number 79, Tyler Lynch.
McKissick keeps it himself inside the 15, down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal, Indians from the 9-yard line.
Tackle by Logan Gustafson.
Again, if the Indians just get a field goal here, we'll get a running clock and be able to get out of the this chilled air much sooner rather than later. That's okay. It's Friday night. It's football. Where else would you rather be?
Exactly.
Thompson looking for a hole, gets inside the 5, down to the 4.
Thompson on the carry.
Another 5 for Thompson, excuse me.
And ever since Howard has gotten hurt in the first half, you haven't seen him out there, so they might be keeping him out for cautionary reasons, or he might seriously be hurt.
Well, they taped up the ankle when he was walking.
Thompson for the Penn Hills. Touchdown.
But, you know, as Thompson gets into the end zone for the touchdown, you know, at this point here, it was 36-3. Why would you bring him in? Thompson, the 4-yard run, extends the Indian lead. We will get the running clock. 7:46 to go here in the third.
Flag on the
Flags
field.
everywhere.
Illegal procedure. Penn Hill.
Kick is up and good. 7:46 to go, third quarter. Penn Hills 43. Latrobe 3 here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
And really, mainly in that drive, Penn Hills was able to run the ball down the throats of the Latrobe defense, and they've been running the ball at will this whole game, and the Latrobe defense hasn't come up with an answer for it so far.
Well, they're not going to have a lot of time to answer for it. They're down 40 here in the third quarter, and the clock is going to be running. Kickoff bounces it to 12, taken at the 10. Nice return across the 30, but then slipping and sliding was Cameron Stevens.
On the return.
And I want to get back to that Penn Hills defense in the first half, as Penn Hills outgained Latrobe 244-50, and Penn Hills holding Latrobe to 50 yards on offense. And really the key thing is Latrobe's opening drive, they started at the 21-yard line on an interception, but Penn Hills defense, they allowed one first down, then only allowed a field goal. And then on a third long by Latrobe, they picked up on a big screenplay from Gustafson. Penn Hills was able to solve one turnover on downs. And then Penn Hills punts, and then Latrobe blocks the punt and has great field position at the Penn Hills 7-yard line. They stop. They don't allow Latrobe to get in the end zone there. So the Penn Hills defense, I think, has been the story so far tonight, because Latrobe has had plenty of chances to score touchdowns, and they just can't capitalize.
In fact, Latrobe led 3-0. And coming after an interception, they started deep in Penn Hills territory, I think about the 20-yard line. Fetter, swing pass, right side. Nice gain up the sideline. It'll be a first down.
Better pass complete to Drake.
That's Drake Clayton.
Knocked out of bounds by Dylan Bennett. That play results in the Latrobe first down.
Jet sweep this way, Morrison. And the Indians are there. He'll be dropped for about 2 yards.
Dakota Morrison on the carry. Brought down by Darrell Porter.
Morrison again this way, and a penalty flag comes in.
The field. Illegal procedure, Latrobe.
Indians with the football. Grimes, 10-5, touchdown.
Tony Grimes with a Penn Hills touchdown.
Touchdown coming with 5:28 to go. "43-yard interception return for Tony Grimes. Touchdown, Tony Grimes. Silverman's kick up and through, 5:28 to go, third quarter. Penn Hills 50. Latrobe 3.
Things didn't start out so well in this game for Penn Hills as McKissick threw an interception to Morrison on the opening drive, but that's really the only mistake that Penn Hills has made ever since then, and Penn Hills has just played a fabulous game, just overpowering Latrobe.
Second defensive touchdown of the night for the Indians. Now I think you're going to see a lot of clean jerseys coming in. Kickoff bouncing down to the 10-yard line. Across the 30 out to the 32-yard line is Raymond Henderson.
Tackle by Taiwan Jones.
Morrison, right side for about 4.
Dakota Morrison on the carry. Brought down by Roach.
High snap. Corey Borio. Lose about 10.
At the end of 3 quarters, Baldwin leads McKeesport 20-7, assuming that Penn Hills holds on to this lead, which they most likely will. Looks like right now Penn Hills will play Baldwin in the second round of the Wpial playoffs.
Drake Clayton on
Back
the
to the
carry.
original line of scrimmage, Drake Clayton.
Brought down by Derek.
So it'll be 4th and 10 now for the Wildcats. Punt bounces at the 40, taken at the 35-yard line. Pollard looks for somewhere to go. Tries to get to the outside this way. Stiff arms one man. Gets away. I think it's a nice return out to the 40-yard line.
Dante Pollard on the return. Brought down by Drake Clayton. Penn Hills begins their drive.
Shaler and Gateway have gone to the fourth quarter, tied at 14. Gateway driving down inside the 10-yard line on the Titans. Personal foul against Penn Hills. Thompson for 2.
Thompson on the carry. Tackle by Kyle Brewer.
Thompson for another 2.
Thompson on the carry. Tackle by Tucker. Nup.
And Gateway goes up 21-14 over Shaler. Topek looks for somewhere to go, cuts back this way, stays on his feet. Holds on to the football, but lose a couple.
Topek on the carry. Brought down by Kyle Brewer.
Sorry to point out to no good, it stays 20-14. Gateway.
Even though Latrobe is down by 47 points, good job there by their defense forcing a 3-and-out to Penn Hills. Despite being down this game, they're still showing maximum effort, which is good to see.
Good point, Adam. Well, some of these kids, a lot of the seniors, this is the last time they're going to play football, so they're going to make the most of it. Kissick. High kickoff. We'll go dead at the 47-yard line.
One by Eddie McKissick. Down.
So as soon as they set the ball, the clock will start, and we might end up taking this to the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, get out your 50-50 tickets. We do have a winner this evening. Winning number 4, 4, 1, 2, 2, 1. Winning number 441 221. You may pick up and begin to spend
And the Penn Hills
your
Indians have
winnings
called a timeout.
at the booster booth. After 3 quarters, Penn Trafford 42, Fox Chapel 7.
Jet sweep, right side. That's Kyle Brewer. And Brewer still on his feet. Down to the 30-yard line.
Kyle Brewer on the carry.
That's a 23-yard pickup for
Tackle by
Brewer.
number 23, Jake Duggar. Play results in Latrobe. First down. your score after 3 quarters.
And that'll let the fourth quarter wind down. After 3, your score, Penn Hills 50, Latrobe 3. You're watching the WPIAL playoffs on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Gateway 20, Shaler 14. Third quarter, Baldwin 20, McKeesport 7.
Also, at the end of the third quarter, Moon is leading Franklin Regional 35-0, and McKeesport has cut into the Baldwin lead. Now Baldwin leads 20-14.
Corey Borio for 10.
Correction, Corey Borio.
That's a first down for the Wildcats.
Tackle by number 81, Dimitri Bose. That play results in a Latrobe first down.
Looking for somewhere to go this way, Kyle Brewer. They get stopped for no gain.
Tackle by number 31, Ben Reed.
Borio keeps it himself inside the 15. Runs into his own man, brought down at the 10-yard line.
Borio on the keeper.
That's another first down. It'll be first and goal,
Tackle by
Wildcats.
number 24, Sutherland Pearson.
Henderson on the carry. They're going to call an over-exuberant tackle against the Indians' Dimitri Rose.
Personal foul, face mask, Penn Hills.
That's a half the distance of the goal penalty to move it down to the 6-yard line. First and goal from the 6.
Borio on the carry.
Borio down to the 3-yard line.
Tackle by number 66, Malik Smith.
Driving to the goal line. Just down to about the 1-yard line. Wyatt Schmucker.
Wyatt Schmucker on the carry.
Now it's 3rd and goal. Remember, all through this, the clock has been running.
Bakari Hopkins.
So we're at 8:20 to go here in the 4th quarter. Penn Hills 50, 5-0, Latrobe 3. And Borio will keep it himself for the Latrobe touchdown.
Corey Borio with a Latrobe touchdown.
Great job by Borio coming in for his first drive of the evening and leading the Latrobe to his first touchdown of the night, even though the game has already been decided.
Oh, Borio is just a freshman. Touchdown coming with 8:08 to go. And the kick is good.
The extra point by Loeffler is good. Score is now Penn Hills 50, Latrobe 10. Fourth quarter score, Peters Township 47, Mars 6.
Well, it's a final. Penn Trafford beats Fox Chapel 48-7. Squib kick. Picked up at the 27-yard line. And out to the 39. There's Juwan Jones.
Number 28, Sherrod Odin on the return. Number 66, Jacob Hickson on the tap.
Okay, who was that? Who was that? You get the same thing? Okay, not buying that. Give me which one. So why is it two different names?
Little sweep right side, Deshaun Smith.
Do you know who that is? You don't know.
We're about 3.
Number 21, Deshaun Smith on the carry. Tackled by Brian Hill.
Clock approaching 7.5 and running here in the 4th quarter. Penn Hills 50, Latrobe 10. Again, Deshaun Smith.
Smith on the carry. Tackled by Wyatt Schmucker. Correction, Thompson on the carry.
It's kind of anticlimactic here. It's hard to get a state of flow here when the clock's running down. It's a 40-point ball game here late.
Yeah.
Clock is running.
McKissick out of the game for Penn Hills as well.
Thompson will drive ahead for 2.
Thompson on the carry.
Going to bring up a 4th down for Penn Hills.
Tackled by Schmucker. 4th down.
Penn Hills keeps the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th down. And I'm not quite sure that Dallas Harper made it. May have.
Tackle by number 23, Marco Mongoluzo.
They're going to move the
Man, he
chains,
does.
yeah.
That play results in a Penn Hills first down. Flag on the field. Illegal procedure.
Well, starts against Penn Hills.
Fourth quarter
Notice
score.
Penn Hills not really using all of the play clock. They're snapping about 13 seconds to go.
14.
Just let that thing wind all the way down.
Yeah, maybe they want with some of the backups out there to get actual experience with not draining the play clock and running every play. Maybe they want them to actually call some plays where they try to score with the backups.
Thompson for a couple.
Tackle by
Again,
number
Jamar
71,
Howard
James
hurt his ankle in the
Tito.
first half. His ankle or foot. We haven't seen him since.
Fourth quarter, Bethel Park 45, Kiski 10.
Harper keeps it himself. We have a first down and more. Harper across the 30. Being chased. Caught. Ridden out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Dallas Harper wins the keeper. That play results in a Penn Hills first down.
That was a 41-yard scamper for Howard. Or excuse me, for Harper. Arlen Thompson inside the 10-5, touchdown Penn Hills.
Arlen Thompson with a Penn Hills touchdown.
Touchdown coming with 3:39 to go. Penn Hills not going for the Heinz 57. Going to keep Harper out there and go for the 58. And it is caught in the end zone. Oh, no, they're going to say he was pushed out, but there are flags.
Complete. To Jaden Duggar. Flag on the play.
They call it eligibles.
Two-point conversion is no good. Score is now Penn Hills 56. Latrobe 10. The Pennsylvania Athletic Trainers Society, or PATS, is a progressive organization of healthcare professionals who work under the direction of a licensed physician within the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Licensed athletic trainers protect and enhance the welfare of the physically active through prevention, recognition, management, and rehabilitation of injuries. March is National Athletic Training Month, so set your calendars. Throughout the month, athletic trainers across America will recognize...
Another final score from 5A playoffs as Peters Township defeated Mars 47-6.
Professional sports, military, performing arts, and clinics. They provide compassionate care for all. For more information about bats or the athletic training profession, please visit www.gopats.org.
Silverman kicking off once again. Indians 8 touchdowns tonight. This kickoff taken at the 19-yard line. Nice return out to the 40. It's Brian Hill.
On the return. Latrobe begins their drive on their 40-yard line. On the carry.
Schmucker for 5.
McKeesport has just taken the lead on Baldwin, up 21-20 with a little over a minute to go in the fourth quarter. So heck of a finish set up between Baldwin and McKeesport late in that game to determine who will play Penn Hills.
Well, Gateway's blown it open over Shaler. It's now 35-14. Nice effort, refusing to go down. Ryan Steffi. Not a lot of yards, but what an effort on that one.
Yeah, and you got to give credit to these kids from Latrobe. Despite being down by 46 points, they are still putting on the maximum effort, something that Coach Maruco has to be pleased with for Latrobe.
Clock under 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Schmucker.
Brought down by Andre Loudon.
Schumacher will have the first down.
Schumacher on the carry.
I want to see him let this Borio kid throw.
Yeah.
Some here. Why not?
I don't think he's attempted a single throw so far.
Well, he's listed as a tight end linebacker. 5'11", 180. He's led them from their only touchdown drive. To the outside for another first down and another great effort. Ryan Steffi once again.
Play results in a Latrobe first down.
Clock will stop for a moment. Now it's rolling again. We're at approaching 30 seconds to go in this one. Again, Latrobe led 3-0. Borio with the keeper. Across the 30. Borio inside the 20. Cuts it back inside the 10. 5. Touchdown. Latrobe Wildcats.
Corey Borio.
38 yards for Borio.
Touchdown.
His second touchdown of the quarter. Touchdown coming with 12 seconds left. So in essence, should be the final play.
The extra point by Loeffler is good.
Kick is up and good.
Scores out Penn Hills
12
56.
seconds to go. Penn Hills 56. Latrobe 17. Latrobe
17.
making a game of it late.
Yeah, and Borio has led 2 great drives so far for Latrobe. I know it's against all of Penn Hills' backup, but still a little bit of a confidence booster, I guess if you don't call it that, for Latrobe going into next season with these 2 scoring drives after they couldn't just get anything going against this Penn Hills defense in the first half despite having good field position on multiple drives.
Only question is, will this be the final score? That was nicely done by Corey Borio on the last 2 drives. Wildcats squib it. Running right side with the football is Deshaun Smith. And this Deshaun Smith will run the clock out.
There's a
Penalty flag.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it'll make a difference in anything. Penalty decline. That's the end of the game. Your final score: Penn Hills 56, Latrobe 17. Adam Morgante. This one was all Penn Hills except for the little blip at the beginning when Latrobe went up 3-0. The Indians took over.
Yeah, McKissick threw an interception on the opening drive, but Penn Hills' defense was able to stiffen and only allow a field goal, and then on the next drive, Penn Hills scored a touchdown on a Noel Roach 26-yard touchdown reception, and the offense didn't blink from there. Just a great running attack and 3 touchdowns from Dante Pollard was just really the key to success here for Penn Hills, and also that defense in that first half as Latrobe had multiple drives in great field position inside of Penn Hills territory. They couldn't finish with a touchdown with going on turnover on downs multiple times.
Latrobe didn't get into the end zone until the 4th quarter. Corey Borio led them on 2 touchdown drives, sandwiching an Arlen Thompson run. And that's the only points put on the board by Latrobe. 14 points in quarter number 4, aside from that field goal on the opening drive. Still not known who the Indians will face next week. The Fighting Highlanders and the McKeesport Tigers were in a battle royale.
Yeah, trying to find the final score of that, but that game is probably still going on as it's a 1-point game with McKeesport leading Baldwin.
McKeesport was in front. Wow, they were down 14-0 in that one, and now McKeesport winning by 1. Well, the Indians will play whoever next week. Word on the street is, word in the press box actually, it'll most likely be at Woodland Hills, but we shall see whatever the WPIAL decides, depending on who's playing who next week. So it'll be the Indians advancing, defeating the Latrobe Wildcats in the opening round for the 2nd season in a row, and unfortunately for the Wildcats, their season comes to an end here on the turf at Uhas McGinley Stadium in Penn Hills.
Yeah, and Latrobe losing to Penn Hills once again in the first round of the playoffs. Last year losing to Penn Hills 55-7, and Latrobe's playoff drought continues, not winning a playoff game since 1968.
Well, the Indians opened the playoffs last year with a win over Latrobe, and then followed with a win over McKeesport. With McKeesport winning, I mean, could that possibly be a portent of things to come for these Indians here in the 5A playoffs? Just almost the same road.
Yeah. And McKeesport, they were down against Baldwin. I mean, I'm trying to find a score update, but you got to give McKeesport credit for fighting down by 2 scores to maybe hold on and defeat Baldwin.
So we shall see. Well, the Indians having their traditional alma mater sing with the tribe and the band. They will advance in the WPIAL playoffs once again, and that game will be live once again next Friday night. You'll be able to watch it here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Adam, thank you very much. I know you have a long trip back to Waynesburg.
I'm not going back to Waynesburg, going back home.
Oh, he's done with Waynesburg. He's never going back again.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, until Sunday night.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great to have you join us here tonight. I appreciate it. Best of luck to you. Hope to see you again up here in the booth with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And enjoy everything down here at Waynesburg, and you know who to say hello to for us.
Yep.
Yes, you do. All right, once again, your final score from Penn Hills. The Indians 56, Latrobe Wildcats 17. For my broadcast partner, Adam Morganti, I'm Bill Navari. You've been watching the 2019 WPIAL playoffs on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.